I'm Rhyhorn Trainer Steven.
Co-designer Sean.
And we want to be your Potown heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Potown Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Rhyhorn Trainer Steven.
Co-designer Sean.
And today, I don't even really know how to hype this deck, considering the fact this is a deck, while we were testing other decks, we actually ran across this one, and it was just dumb enough and beautiful enough to work. I ended up copying the deck. We completely lost whose deck this actually was, so if this deck looks familiar to you, contact us, because we want to make sure you get the credit you deserve, sir. But without further ado, we'll just jump right in. This deck, I love me that Mushy Dragon.
Yes.
This deck only has 5 Pokemon. But it's just so hilarious not to try to feature. Like, even if we don't lose, or even if we don't win all these games, I will be satisfied just showing this to everybody.
Yes.
And again, if you are the guy that we end up playing and this is your list, please contact us. We want to make sure you get the credit you deserve. So,
starting things off.
So, wow, that's actually a pretty good start. So, so we will go
Glaceon.
the Glaceon. So right now,
Crushing Hammer.
Now the only issue that I can see with this deck as of right now, it relies on coin flips.
Yeah.
How are we on coin flips on this channel?
About 50-50. Greninja Latios.
You know what? We'll flip a coin for it.
75.
If anything, it's like 5.95. Heads to tails. All right, so so we'll nest ball. We'll grab out
Goomy.
Goomy.
You know why? Bruggle Hill.
Oh yeah, we can.
Crushing Hammer.
So let's grab that.
Crushing Hammer immediately.
Crushing Hammer.
Oh.
Can at least start disrupting their hand. Let's Devoured Field. Let's Acrobike.
Yeah, Goomy. March to the Goomies. Let's hold on to that one.
Yep.
Next turn, Mallow or Mars. Mallow or Mars.
Which one did we... Oh, we got rid of the Lily. No.
They still can't attack.
Was it Lily or Water Energy we got rid of with the Mars?
Water Energy. I mean, they still can't attack, so they're energy short.
Yep.
Kind of tells me Mars just to see if we can draw into a hammer.
Yeah, it'd be really nice about now.
I do know this will be a quick game if we keep getting the tails, but because sniping damage will pick up really high, really fast. But if they pick up too many knockouts, we can get the revenge. Maybe.
Maybe. But let's see. Let's see what comes our way. Because then... So yeah, he can't attack currently. So we're...
What's he...
I don't know what he's doing.
Still trying to attack?
So he's going to copycat the 4. Okay.
I don't know, it's his tire one. He kept going down and wasn't paying attention.
Probably the case.
Another Glaceon. Okay.
Glaceon Frog is not a bad deck.
It really isn't. Like... Alright, so... Ooh.
Plumeria? But...
Do we want to draw? This is a tough... You know what?
Guarantee that... Get rid of the DCE.
So we'll get rid of the Stretcher.
Either Mars or Mallow. Or do you want to hustle about?
No, we actually kind of need to hold on to those.
Well,
so
Mallow could be something we could use to stack the deck too. So
you know what? Let's get rid of a Mars. We'll get rid of the DCE. And we'll just
remember, you're pretty much stalling until you're ready to attack. You're just exhausting resources. That could be a problem, though.
That could very much be. Well, actually, no, not. Well, kind of.
1-1. And to be fair, we can't.
We're gonna mallow to grab.
Something. Got something a draw engine.
I'm thinking a rainbow.
Put the draw engine first, like Kukui or something. Kukui and then the rainbow.
Rainbow, done.
Because then Kukui goes on top, he can draw it. We're probably losing this Goomy if they have a Greninja in hand.
Yep.
And it's a big threat right now. Because he can't attack with it in the active. What are they gonna do?
There's a Greninja.
What are you gonna do?
That's the knockout on Goomy.
So you advance the next one?
You still can't attack.
Question.
Yes.
When it evolves, your attack main takes damage?
When you play it from your hand, you put 3 damage counters on one Pokemon.
So Kukui,
Kukui.
Gotcha.
Rainbow, Hustle Belt.
Rainbow, Hustle Belt.
Fortunately, you might have to burn one to get the last Goomy. Oh,
Nope.
Prized.
last Goomy's surprised.
And no disruption there, so...
Now we can see, we're just testing this out, seeing where it sticks in the tracks.
Yeah, because again, I really, really like this deck. It's just dumb enough to work.
Ran out of energy. Or didn't want to have to deal with this.
I think they didn't want to deal with it. So luckily, the deck breakdown on this deck is going to be really, really, really simple.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Exactly. Kiss method is always good. So this is the deck.
Yes.
It is all around Goomy. It's got 40 HP, sticky membrane. As long as it's your active, your opponent's attacks cost 1 more. 1 fairy energy, ram, it does 10 damage. However, we're doing more than 10 damage, as you just saw. Because we have, first off, rainbow energy, which puts 10 damage counters and adds any energy. That's the energy cost covered on Goomy. Next, we also run Hustle Belt, because guess what? After you attach rainbow energy, he now has 30 or less
70
HP.
minimum.
You're swinging for, I think it's 80 minimum.
No, you're now 10 plus 6, 70.
Okay, so 70.
Everything else is Stadium and Kukui.
And then Devoured Field, 80. And then Kukui, that's 100.
You know, I like Devoured Field, but I like a different field better.
What are you thinking?
Shrine.
Yeah, Shrine.
Pull things in range.
Yeah, we could probably switch
Or
to...
see what happens if you throw one in. And then put 2 of the Shrine.
Okay, and now Trainer, and now Shrine. Okay, Shrine. 1 and 2.
Yes.
Might as well keep them the same.
So we have them in the stack.
Give it a quick save.
We go back to the deck, Bill.
Okay, so yeah, the deck is really, really easy. It's pretty much focused around Goomy.
Yes.
Trying to get it hitting as hard and as fast as possible while stalling out your opponent to make sure he's not getting one-shotted.
I figure if you're stalling, trying to punch could be an insult to injury when you're adding damage to the field.
That is true. So I think since we pretty much got the key of the deck figured out, let's break it down. We run 4 Goomy, because, well, that's the deck. We run 1 Buzzwole. This is what we would rather have for a lead.
Yes.
But even then, they start knocking out Goomies. 1 energy, it's doing 120.
Yes.
So you're still getting some decent numbers with him. So, and we only run the 1. It runs 2 acrobike, 2 counter catcher, 4 crushing hammer, which simultaneously is an awesome card and a very odd card for this set, or for us, because of the fact it's a good card that can really slow down your opponent.
If you get
It relies on coin flips on this channel. That's kind of where the drawback is. IRL, this would work out so much more beautifully, but on the game, we tend to get the bad RNG. We run 4 energy lotto, because again, we're trying to get the rainbow out so we can start attacking with Goomy, get that going like ASAP. We run 3 enhanced hammer. Again, we're trying to slow them down as much as possible. We run 3 mysterious treasures so that we can pull out the Goomies that we need and get them set up on the bench as soon as we possibly can. We run 4 nest ball so that we can pull out the Goomies or the buzzwole whenever we need it, and just again.
I think they combine treasure and nest ball is almost overkill.
It almost is, isn't it?
Because nest ball is grabbing all the targets, and Mr. Shred's only grabbing 4 of them.
That's true.
Assuming they aren't already out on the field.
So let's actually drop down the mysterious treasures.
I think it. Well, we deadlocked. Our hand went dead.
Yeah. So let's actually.
What's the best card to come out from a 0 hand? A Ringaroo.
Yep.
Even if it just sits there on the bench, we're not sitting there with no cards in hand.
That is.
Because actually, if the guy decided to keep going, he probably would have won.
Yeah. All right.
Then
so
again, he wasn't expecting.
O-rings.
I don't think he was expecting Goomy to be able to practically 2-shot.
Wait. O-R-A-N. There we go. There it is. All right. So 1 Orangaroo. And do we want to add?
To be fair, I don't know what.
What do we want to add? We could add. Do we want to add counter energy so that the buzzwole has a chance to attack?
To be fair, I like Buzzwole. I think it's the wrong deck.
Okay, what are you thinking?
That's the problem. Let's see. Any Wallers, they have 1 hit, like 1 retreat cost. That literally can attack.
Oh wait, they only have 1 order pad. Let's at least up it to 2.
Let's start. Let's try it now because we went down a dead card and we're running all nest ball. Yes, I like Mysterious Treasure, but really Mysterious Treasure I'm using it to grab like bigger stuff.
Exactly.
And nest ball is grabbing all the same targets. To be fair, I'd rather sometimes run Ultra Ball over because I can still burn off cards I don't need or don't work in that matchup.
That is very true. All right, so right now we change it. So we got 1 Orangaroo, 4 Goomy, 2 Buzzwole, 2 Acrobike, because again, we're trying to get these things loaded up as fast as possible. 2 counter catchers so that we can switch one of the bench with the active or falling behind.
At times, you're probably going to be behind because you're probably going to lose a Goomy or 2, but that's it. This deck ran 4 Guzma, but we split it because sometimes you're going to be behind. You can pick targets.
Exactly.
Soften them up. Drag up something that has no energy.
We got 4 Crushing Hammer, 4 Energy Lotto, 3 Enhanced Hammer, 4 Nest Ball, 2 Order Pad, flip a coin if head, search your deck for an item. That's a hammer, that's a hustle belt, that's literally an item that we need at the time. We run 2 Rescue Stretchers so that we can bring back Goomies.
They're fairly frail, and if they are hit, they're probably going to die.
They are. We run 1 Devoured Field. That way, Dragon Pokemon do 10 more damage.
So you can hit 80 with Hustle Belt and a 1 damage counter.
Yep, easily.
We did Shrine of Punishment more along the lines that we're pulling things in range, in 2-shot range.
So it comes down.
And if it comes down to your stalling, they're taking damage while you're stalling.
Exactly. So it really comes down to what kind of deck you're going up against. GX heavy, Shrine of Punishment. Going up against the non-GX decks, probably Devoured Field.
The only problem is that you really don't have any reliable cards that could just search them out other than Mallow. So
wait, I just realized. So it's actually drop that down. We'll keep the Orangaroo.
What if we throw in the evens?
Mr. Mime?
For a wall.
Well, we were thinking about that, but the main issue is we're trying to attack with Goomy. And if we're walling with Mr. Mime, they can get around the Mr. Mime, and even then, if they manage to knock out Mr. Mime, they're not 2 prizes ahead.
Yeah, Buzzle turns on, but the thing is, only while they still have 4 prizes.
Exactly. So we want to try to keep their prize grabbing at the minimum while maximizing ours. But okay, so where were we? So 1 of our field, we run 4 Cynthia because it's Cynthia. We run 2 Guzma, because it's Guzma.
Because we split it with Countercatcher.
We run 2 Judge, so that we can disrupt our opponent's hand. We run 2 Bow, that way we can stack the deck in our favor.
Get our next turn, knowing our next turn.
We run 2 Mars.
3.
Oh, 3 Mars?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we run 3 Mars. Draw 2 cards, discard a random card from the opponent's hand, which definitely is a good thing.
Disruption.
Yep, very good disruption. We run 2 Plume Arena, discard 2 cards, discard an energy from your opponent's active. That's a DCE, that's a boost, that's a beast, that's the unit.
Kukui.
2 Kukui, just so we can do a little bit more damage when we need to. We run 2 Team Skull Grunt, which I actually need to fix that. And add. I mean, go big or go home, right?
Yes.
So now, boom, boom.
Well, we got the dancing trio. We had to show them all. And then we need one more card. Throw an extra Kukui. Good for now.
Honestly, I'm thinking another one of these.
Yeah, probably not.
Well,
because they only work when you have them in hand. I don't want to have to worry about having them late game. I'd rather just keep the 2, because if we get them out opening hand, they're powerful. Any of the time, they're situational. Kukui with Goomy being so frail.
Yeah, at least gives it a little more hit.
We can still somewhat mellow and have Kukui being the top card.
That is true. We also run 4 Hustle Belt. Again, this is kind of key to the entire deck. Rainbow Energy, Goomy now has less than 30 HP. Slap this on, he's now doing 70 minimum.
Yes.
And then 4 Rainbow Energy is the only energy we run in the deck. So again, we absolutely love this deck. This isn't the original list, but even the slight changes, it's still really, really awesome to me. And even if we don't win the rest of these games, I'm still happy that we get to showcase this oddity that just, it makes me smile.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's jump back in and see what we can do with the Goomy Belt.
Goomy.
I really like this deck.
This deck also really gets going on the early game.
It does.
It's the mid game it struggles against, but it's the beginning and end.
But if you can start disrupting early, you're sitting in a good position. Alright, so...
Trying to figure out what the grass Pokemon is. It said Dragon Grass colorless, but I didn't see any lightning, so it's not Volt.
Snake Dragon.
No, it's not Ray. Because if
I didn't see Volt.
Yeah,
unless they're not running the Volt version, they're just running some of the other grass type in it. Maybe they're running grass heavy. Executor.
Oh. Ooh, Altaria. Executor.
It gets our hidden numbers.
That's
something we'll have to look at.
That is something we'll have to look at.
Yeah, we do.
Although, isn't our buddy Matt working on a list like that?
Not really.
Okay.
He's going more for the Altaria GX.
But even then...
Altaria GX is just waiting for the right deck. Yes, we want.
Yeah, we'll draw more.
Oh! Skullgrunt.
Yeah.
And a deck that loves energy. Let's get rid of a couple. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be mixed them.
Mm-hmm.
Because that baby one hits hard.
It does.
Especially when you use the GX to move the energy around. 250, 60 hit points.
If only we could... If only Dual Brains was still a thing.
And expanded, it is. If we hadn't expanded, we probably would have done that with the ring. We would have put that in here.
Oh yeah, easily.
Goomy expanded.
So, Enhanced Hammer, goodbye DCE.
No DC.
Team Skull Grunt, goodbye DCE. This deck.
Let's not throw on energy just yet. I want to make sure we have the rest of the pieces first.
Yes.
Or at least have the Cynthia to go into the deck after we rainbow.
Well, depending what gets played next. Because we could probably Crushing Hammer and start dealing with any other energy.
I will assume we're a little bit ahead. And don't be surprised he's using a Lance.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
Because he'll probably be benching the 2 Altaria and or the baby Executor. I think baby Executor is amazing.
That don't look like no baby to me.
Still can't touch Goomy.
Still can't touch Goomy. He needs 2 minimum to attack. Okay, so cool. He's got a timer ball, which means he's evolving one of these.
Evolving the active one or the bench one. That's not a bad deck in there though. I haven't seen Executive for so long, and then you forget that it actually exists as a dragon type.
I know, not since we ran it with 220.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 220. Yeah, not since we ran it back in. Was it like the start of Ultra Prism?
It was Crimson Invasion. The only reason it didn't see play is because of Guardy. Guardy was already big.
It has begun.
Well, he still can't attack without another energy, and he still needs 3 energy to touch us.
Smiley face.
He still needs 3 energy to get the knockout. I was thinking Rainbow and then Cynthia into a hand.
And hope for the best.
Stop it.
Okay.
Well, let's keep the marks going. We don't even have a small enough hand to even try to bring that one out. To be fair, and then now might have counter catcher open. Whoa, were you expecting to find one? We're only running. We have wands on the field.
I know.
Poke.
You can at least
He can poke us
10.
for 20. If he can poke us for 40 with another energy, which is a good thing for Executor. It's forcing to have another energy to attack. But I think we also made him look for it too. It kind of tells he has no energy in hand, except that one.
Which now, I actually wouldn't mind a Plumerina about now.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having a... well, you got the knockout. What's the retrigger cost of the execute?
1.
Let's drag up the other Executor, shall we?
So...
Counter catcher. Bring up the other Executor. He now needs another 2 turns to get going. He probably has no energy in hand that we know of.
Kukui.
Get rid of an energy.
Now that it finally works, we'll just end the turn.
I'm gonna get bait field wars, but thing is, when we were using Team Scorecard, we should have seen if we already had him in hand.
Something tells me he doesn't, considering the fact he's having the energy lotto in order to dig. And a miss.
Well, we missed 2, but we also run 4 energy.
Yep. But the question...
So, Hustle Belt. Just throw on Hustle Belt and then Judd. Or do you want to do Mars?
I'm thinking Mars. Keep limiting...
Lotto.
Keep limiting his stuff as much as possible. It's okay. We'll keep shuffling.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep shuffling, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Really? No.
It works.
No Rick Ross? Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
We might have to give him a new hand, though. Shrine.
For some reason, when you said Rick Ross, I thought Rick Roll.
He has no energy in hand. Beautiful hand. He has Ace Roll, though. He's going to be able to start pulling energy off things.
Pull 1 energy off of things.
Oh, he can...
But even then...
What's he going to pull it off of? Well, probably that one, because he can actually play a card in hand to keep the energy moving. But to be fair, why does he want to get rid of an energy?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to give him a fresh hand, which unfortunately we're going to have to do. But if it comes down to it, that's why I did Shrine. because Dragon's nice, but it only works against decks that aren't GXs. There's a lot of GX decks out there. Yes, there's a lot of baby ones like Garchomp. There's also a lot of bigger decks like these.
Do you have the energy?
No. Unless he top decked it.
I don't think he did.
We gotta give him a fresh hand though. We can't sit at no cards forever.
Unless top decks a rainbow. If top decks a rainbow, okay, so he's bouncing the one.
Or a Ringaroo.
If I were him, I'd bring up the Execute and start bringing out more Pokemon. Oh, he's still... That's right. It's not where it's going. It doesn't matter how... That's right. It's one more, regardless.
Yep. So now draw...
Cynthia, better.
Let's leave him stranded. As we nest ball to
Rangaroo. This would be a good time to get out of Rangaroo. That's fun.
Okay.
The white monk.
I was wondering if.
Watch what you say. We're trying to be PC here.
Let's bring up the stranded one back there. Rainbow. Editor, count all the coin flips.
That's at least 6 so far.
Only one of them has been heads?
Yep.
And I think if I remember correctly, it is the gold.
Gold hammer.
It was the gold hammer.
It was a gold hammer on the bench target. The annoyance of Goomy is real.
Like I said, this deck, even though it was only 5 Pokemon,
We really need to find the guy who built this, and it's like we did some minor tweaks, and
yes,
it's working.
Contact us, please. We want to give you credit because this deck performs a lot better than a lot of the decks we tend to build. Let's be real.
And this has a lot of coin flips in it that aren't helping us out.
So
You know what we should picked up? Oh wait, no, never mind. It doesn't work on those cards. You know what I'm thinking, right?
I think so.
There is a card that
Victini.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
doesn't work on. It doesn't work on.
All right, so he bounced the Acerola. Okay.
Cool. Cool. He's just trying to milk cards out of his hand until.
We're out.
Yeah. Well, 24 versus 30. I mean, we'll lose eventually. Still needs another energy just to attack. I think next we're going to need to start digging for a rainbow. That's just hilarious. If we didn't have it, if we had this one loaded up.
Mars or Kukui?
Who do you get more cards from?
We get 2 either way. Either A, we discard a card from his hand, or we do 20 more
He's
damage.
already struggling. Let's do Kukui.
Discard his card.
Nest ball. Another Goomy.
And Stretcher.
Get the
Get
last
Goomy. Play the Goomy. And Ram.
So you guys now Cynthia can dig into into 4 more cards than we have.
Yep.
Yeah, he can knock it out Latios, but the thing is we're already set up. We just need another rainbow. We just did 90 on a.
Does
We haven't lost any belts yet.
does Recycler work on Rainbow?
Whoa.
No, it does
Belt
not
right
because
there.
it's special.
We're about to lose 1 if he gets an energy.
There it is.
I mean, he's attacking this turn, so.
Hold on.
What is that?
Swablu.
It's Swablu. There's the energy. Okay.
He needs the energy. He's getting the knockout. He's getting the 100. He's going to probably go for another Swablu. Yep.
To try to load up the Altaria, or get the Altaria so that he's doing more damage. It's
Let's
okay.
load up any of the non-belted Goomies right now. Just in case we have to play.
Yeah. Okay, so should we
Judge him so hard.
no, I'm thinking Cynthia.
The other thing I was thinking was Guzma, but the thing is that we literally have to run into Hammer,
It's actually working now.
Yay.
Buzz. We have nothing. You know what? Let's grab.
I think they just knocked out a Pokemon.
They did. Let's grab Goomy. Goomy will never die.
You know, sometimes the resource management wouldn't be too bad for this deck either. When we get to a point where you just need to outlast the card count.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll burn through cards too fast.
Oh. I mean, everything's an item. A lot of things are items. I would think Mallow and then Ranguru.
That's what I'm thinking too. Mallow,
pretty
get a
sure
Rainbow and Hustle.
Oh, he's got to try to reach. He's got to retreat out. Why did you attach one down there?
And then why is he going to retreat out?
Well, he can't attack. He probably just realized it too. Or he's digging for like a Zinnia or something.
Just digging for energy.
Well, Zinnia would help. The thing is that requires energy being in hand too. Switch.
Okay.
Oh. He's got another knockout.
Well played. That was a really good play.
No, he's out of the 4 prize thing. Let's grab the Goomy. Let's top back to Rainbow. It might be. Well, out of 15 cards.
Not exactly
out of 15 cards, we should have gone at least one.
Not exactly top deck, but close enough.
Make the top deck Kukui?
Right, I'll say Rainbow.
Top deck Kukui.
Kukui and Rainbow or Hustle?
Rainbow.
I think Rainbow and Hustle. There's Kukui.
No.
Or do you want a Cynthia just okay.
Oh, it's Acrobike.
We can Oranguru for the Kukui. Let's get the knockout. It does open up Zinnia plays. He still needs 2 energy to attack.
Yep, but the question is, does he have it?
From Zinnia.
Zinnia is a new one from Dragon Majesty. If they knock, I don't remember if it's a Pokemon or a Dragon Pokemon, but as long as they knocked out a Pokemon, you get attached to energy from hand.
Yep, from hand.
Well, basic energy, but still, it's still a powerful card.
It really is. But all is.
I'm surprised he's not running the baby one either, unless we just haven't seen it yet.
Something tells me he's not running the baby one, and he's.
I'd run mix.
I know.
Something tells me he's running low on energy.
When he has 9 energy in discard.
Yeah. It's actually 8, 6, and 2.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna guess it would be 4 and 8. So 4 and 4, either 4 and 8 or 4 and 10. So.
Are you gonna try the energy switch again?
Maybe have it there as an option.
Although.
Maybe Zinnias.
Could we? Is it bad though? Like I'm really interested to see if we can run it with 4 Goomy, 4 Altaria.
Maybe another time.
Like maybe just put this on the back burner until around Lost Thunder.
Until we can get enough of the Altarias?
Mm-hmm.
That would not be a bad idea.
So let's first off this Kukui.
You know why? How many energies do we need to attack?
We need.
You essentially make all your Pokemon basic Pokemon in a way. You're gonna keep that one.
We're gonna keep Cynthia.
Now you have
nothing
options.
we can enhance Hammer.
I'd save Rainbow at this time.
Boom, 90.
That's why I added Shrine. The deck we're up against just happens to have Pokemon that are weak to Shrine, but
luckily.
But even so, the way.
No, but the Executor thing. It reminded us of a dragon that was long forgotten in Crimson Invasion.
Oh, he's
survivability.
He's giving himself survivability. Yay!
Even though he's in range now. He's still in range.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
We're swinging for
90.
We're swinging
Which,
for
real quick, has...
we were swinging for minimum 70 plus the 10 from trying to punch one.
And
swinging for 80, which would be 10 shy of knocking it out.
And we still have the Devoured Field in play.
And we still got another field in hand.
We got another Shrine of Punishment.
Yeah.
But we also still have access to Devoured Field. Just for that little extra bit of insult.
No, I mean, at this point, everything's in range.
So let's ram for 10. Well, 70.
Every top deck map.
70.
80. 70. 10. Plus 6.
Oh, plus 60. Okay.
8.
Weren't we hitting 90 before? Oh, no, that was right. We played Kukui. Numbers are hard.
Yeah, but once one.
Let's go back to school.
Okay, so he potentially could attack with an Altaria.
In an energy. Probably because he's attacking with it, because he's the only one that can actually attack other than sniping damage. To be fair, he could have loaded up Rangaru, not Rangaru, the Executor started sniping out the benched ones.
He could have.
The benched Altarias. The Altarias plus its own attack. Gooshma.
Except we're...
How much HP?
Guzma up the Executor.
Yeah.
It's big Pokemon. A lot of retreat costs. And he still got to get 2 in the time for us just to pick off 2 more.
Except now we need, what, 2... So we still have 2 Hustle Belt floating in play. Question is, are they in the prizes or are they in the deck?
There's at least one in the deck.
There's at least one more in the deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of 6. Well, the thing is, if he's trying to stall us out, we need to pick it up.
Yeah, we're going to win the stall war before him, so...
Wow.
So cool, his dragons are doing 60 more damage. If only he had the energy to attack.
But we also have less cards than he does.
Oh, DCE, how quaint. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Willie for 6. Now we're catching up. If it comes down to stall, and these are the only 2 Pokemon in the active, GG. And actually, let's do Hansar and Plumeria and start boiling down the energy down there.
That's what I'm thinking.
You already touched energy return.
That's why you used energy switch.
Multi-switch.
Oh.
There we go.
Well played.
He only needs an energy. Well, he's only swinging for... Is it? I thought it was 20 each. Each energy. 6. Oh, the first one has to be grass.
Ooh. He decided to play spicy.
Watch this. Enhanced Hammer. Goodbye, DCE. Let's... Yeah, let's put
I was going to play it safe and actually go right for the...
Let's get rid of Guzma.
And Shrine.
And a Shrine. They haven't played another stadium yet. To get rid of that. That's Nest Ball.
Shake it out.
Okay, we still got both of them in the deck.
We have 5 cards left versus his 8. It doesn't matter who gets down to the last. Shrine of Punishment is just abusing.
Well played. You have a good deck. And smiley face. So either he's going to accept the loss and scoop, or he's going to...
He has Guzma.
Kukui. No, he's got Kukui.
A switch? Or is he digging for the switch?
I think he's digging for the switch.
There it is.
There it is. Well played.
Down to the last prize. One more turn. This is one of the things I wish I would be able to see that top deck. He was there.
Don't forget to copy his deck.
Honestly,
well, we're gonna play around the Executor.
Yeah, we're gonna do our own version. But
he helped us remind us of a dragon that was long forgotten.
Which
do you think Crimson Invasion?
Steven.
But like I said,
Goomy Altaria wouldn't be too bad.
That's what I'm thinking.
Especially when they knock out one, we'll have to need a more cargo engine for that.
Honestly,
because you can literally top deck the Lance, grab it, bench the 2 Altaria.
We could. I mean, that really is like a viable option. Like, if we were to sit. Here's the thing.
We'll bring you Goomy 2.0.
Well, here's the thing. Would you want us to do a Goomy 2.0? Because
there's potential.
As of right now, it still isn't a hilarious stall deck, and if done right, you could easily stall your way to victory. If you would want us to see like a Goomy 2.0 list where we take this idea just a little bit further, or you're the guy who built the deck, let us know down in the comments. And while you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown hero yourself. Hit us up on PTCGO. We are Po_Town_heroes. And also be sure to check us out on Facebook. Facebook.com/PotownHeroes. As always, may all your games go well and may the top deck be in your favor. Till next time.